this is a booktube challenge. The challenge is already out there. I accepted the challenge, and this is what happened. Okay, the challenge is to read a book in a trilogy, but don't start at the first one. Okay, so that was a really good challenge because I picked book 3, Deliverance, about a deliverance of a shipwreck. And it was written by Charles Dickens and Wilkie Collins, okay? And the beginning of that book starts out with these men in a boat in a trance. Like, they're shooken up about what the fuck just happened. So it made me obviously want to see what the fuck is going on. So, of course, now the challenge has me going to book number 1. Book number 1 is called The Wreck of the Golden Mary, and this is a spoiler-free review introduction about The Wreck of the Golden Mary by Charles Dickens. It was around 1856 that there was a 56-year-old man named William George Ravender who's been out on the sea since he was 12. His dad had drowned and stuff. Anyway, he's now 56 and he's in the West Indies trading among islands. He owns a small schooner. He was single. He had a girl, but she died before the marriage day. And he was in the West Indies when he heard the rumors of gold in California. And by the time he went back to England, everybody was all blinged out there. He said there was gold watches, gold chains, gold in the museum, goldsmith shops. It was like, whatever. He wanted to go to California to get some gold. Because it was discovered in California, gold was, before it was discovered in the British colony of Australia. So, when he was at shore, he did live in a place called Poplar. There was an old lady who was his mother's maid way before he was even born that takes care of that house when he's out at the sea. He did catch fever one time and stayed home in bed and read every book he can get a hold of. And then he was walking down a street called Leadenhall in the city of London when he met what he called Smithick and Watersby of Liverpool. He said it wasn't a people, but a house, maybe like a merchant. They were at the Royal Exchange. I saw the clock tower. And they schemed. They were scheming to charter a ship. Okay, they were going to try to take cargo out to the diggers in California and either buy gold or bring back gold. It was an original scheme. He didn't go too much into the scheme. But they did offer this dude a handsome sharing, right? And they told Ravender, they said Ravender was well aware of the lawlessness on the coast, that whole country, California. He said enormous wages, and they express intention to murder the captain and seize the gold freight. The devil's loose in California. Nobody can trust anybody in that country, it said, right? And then, so this guy had doubts about the voyage, and he wanted to pick the right crew people. They were at a club called Pall Mall when they went to, I guess they chartered both. They did charter the Golden Mary. They inspected it. He wanted to choose John Steadiman, his chief mate, because he was on some previous voyages with him. And so they took the boat, I guess, to Liverpool to find this dude. They heard he went to the highest Welsh mountain, but whatever. They found him with some women, but he was willing to go. This boat also had room for 4 to 20 passengers, so they picked 20 good people, and they hung 3 pictures. I don't know what the relevant is yet, but they hung 3 pictures of blue roses of England, blush roses of England, bluebells of Scotland, and a female shamrock of Ireland. So they hung that up on the boat. And they said the boat, nothing entered, but had good hands. It was a good ship, the best built, well owned, well arranged, well officered, well mannered. It was a good boat in all respects. They left about 4 o'clock on the 7th day of March, 1851. And they're heading to California. So some of the passengers that were on there was a young wife. She was going to meet her husband. Her name was Mrs. Atherfield, and she was traveling with a 3-year-old baby. And there was about a 30-year-old woman dressed in black going to meet her brother. Her name was Miss Coleshaw. And then there was an old gentleman, speculator. I think it was a gold speculator. And they didn't really know. He was kind of secretive. They didn't know whether he was going to speculate or cheat or steal or barter or buy. His name was Mr. Rarks. And so, I mean, I just wanted to let you know a quick non-spoiler challenge is to read a book in a series because then you'll want to read them all. It makes you read more.